Hey friends, welcome to the channel. In this video, I will talk to you about how to deal with loss. Before talking about this important subject, I would like to talk about meaning and our minds. To be healthy, functioning individuals, we need to feel good about ourselves. To feel good about ourselves, we need to feel that our time and energy is spent meaningfully. Meaning is the fuel for our minds. When you run out of it, everything stops working. Now I want to talk about meaning through relationships. The primary way we generate meaning is through relationships. We don't have just relationship with other people. We also have relationship with our career, with our community, with the ideas and the groups that we identify with, activities that we engage in, and so on. All of these relationships can potentially give our lives meaning and therefore make us feel good about ourselves. Now I want to talk about relationship and identity. Our relationships just doesn't give our lives meaning. They also let us know about ourselves. In my case, I am a writer, filmmaker because of my relationship with writing and filmmaking. I am a son because of my relationship with my parents. I am an Indian because of relationship with my country. If any of these things gets taken from me, like let's say I get deported to another country, supposedly there is a ban on writing and filmmaking. It will definitely throw me into a mini identity crisis because the activity that has given my life so much meaning will no longer be available to me. Now I want to talk about loss of relationship, which equals to loss of identity. When one of our relationship is destroyed, that part of our identity is destroyed along with it. Consequently, the more meaning that it added to my life, the more significant its role is in my identity. The more crippling the loss will be when I lose it. Since personal relationships give us the most meaning and therefore happiness, these are the relationships that hurt us the most. Of course, when we lose it. Now I want to talk about loss of meaning and depression. When we lose a relationship, that meaning is stripped away from us. The meaning that created so much of happiness in our life no longer exists. As a result, you will feel a crippling emptiness where that meaning used to be. We will start to question ourselves. We'll ask ourselves whether we made the right decision or not. We will further ask if our life has any meaning at all, or we are just wasting everybody's oxygen. This emptiness, this loss of meaning is commonly referred to as depression. Depression is not sadness. Most people believe that depression is actually sadness. This is completely unfounded and not true. While depression and sadness often occur together, they are definitely not the same thing. Sadness occurs when something feels bad. Depression, on the other hand, occurs when something feels meaningless. When something feels bad, at least it has meaning. In depression, everything becomes a big blank void. And the deeper the depression, deeper the lack of meaning. The deeper the pointlessness of any action. To the point where the person will even struggle to get up in the morning, to show up, to speak to other people, or to even take a bite. Now I want to talk about how to deal with loss. The healthy response to loss is to slowly but surely construct new relationships and bring new meaning into one's life. We often come to refer to these post-loss periods as fresh starts or a new me, and this is in a literal sense true. You are actually constructing a new you by adopting new relationships to replace the old. The unhealthy response to loss is to refuse to admit that part of you is dead and gone. It is to cling to the past and desperately try to recover it or relive it in some way. People do this often because their identity and whole of their self-respect was wrapped up in that missing relationship. They feel that they're incapable or unworthy of loving and meaningful relationship with someone or something else moving forward. Ironically, I think this might hurt a few people out there, but the fact that many people are not able to respect or love themselves is almost always the reason why their relationships failed in the first place. Alright, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. If you find value in this video, consider liking and subscribing this channel.